My name is Nico Griffin and I work at Collingwood Street Resource Centre.
Nico, it's World Mental Health Day on the 22nd of October.
Okay.
I think you'll start doing a project on that.
Okay.
You can get it up in reception,
Okay.
yeah? So
Yeah.
if you want to start getting your links and
Yeah,
doing
will
your
do.
research, that would be wonderful.
Will do.
Nico's been here 5 years now, and is very much, part of the staff team, and he's a very familiar face in reception on a Thursday when he's with us.
Dessert table.
My name's Patricia England and I work for Real Employment.
Patricia's great help. Puts me right when I'm going wrong, really.
As a learning disability service, we were very keen that we were able to employ people with learning disabilities in the service and promote the sort of positive side of employment for people with learning disabilities. And what we did was, as vacancies arose in the service, we looked at whether or not there were any elements of that job that could be done by somebody with a learning disability, and took those elements out to create the specific role, and then have been able to create the post that Nico does.
And I think it's important for people, the service user who access the Learning Disability Centre, to see Nico. And I think my whole idea is that they see Nico there working and they might come in and think, oh, I can do that, I can do a job.
Because Nico has a disability, he's able to relate to the services that we provide with a different set of eyes sometimes to many of the other members of the staff team.
I think it makes the whole place less intimidating for service users, and I think it gives staff a better insight into how people with learning disabilities are within the workplace.
We talk the talk about equality and involvement of people with learning disabilities, but they had to walk the walk as well, because they actually had a colleague with a learning disability.
I think it's a benefit for social workers, OTs, all the professionals. I think they gain a lot from it, have a better understanding. I think Nico definitely gains from it, and I think the service users who access the Disability Centre gain from it as well.
If you're someone at college that says, you can't do it, you can. I did. And I succeeded. And I've got a job.
What are you up to at the moment?
Having a look at various disabilities. Oh yeah, dyscalculia, yeah. Dyscalculia.
Oh, what's that?
Which is inability to recognise or read numbers. Just put on the record that I have hydrocephalus.
And what's that?
Water on the brain. Sometimes that's inability to walk straight. Makes me look drunk. Like I've had 6 pints of beer before work.
When service users come into the centre, quite often people don't understand them, but Nico automatically can just click in there and understand them.
Just sort of like think, what do I do? I can't communicate with these people.
Yeah, but Nico can.
Yeah.
He just seems to have that knack of doing that.
His contribution around the way people are greeted at reception, the way furniture's laid out. Over the years he's made innumerable contributions around to the way the service runs, from the perspective of very much from the perspective of an employee, but somebody who has a different understanding, I think, of the needs of people with learning disabilities, because he's been that much closer to some of these services.
My job at the moment is great. I couldn't do without it, because it gets me out into the local community and working with people.
I think Nico is undoubtedly a great benefit to the service.
Definitely, it's definitely an asset here, yeah, and they miss him when he's not here.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. I'm part of the furniture around here. I'm sure a lot of people said to me that Nico can't possibly do a job, and I have proved them very, very wrong. Real has given me the chance to have a job, to make the most of my life, and to really make my life whole.